Welcome to the Trinflow, bringing you the latest news from around the world. Your smartphone, electric car, and advanced defense systems all rely on rare earth elements. For years, a handful of countries controlled these vital materials, creating a fragile supply chain. Now, a major discovery in the Philippines could change everything. Geologists have confirmed vast deposits of rare earths deep within the archipelago. This isn't just a local story, it could redraw the global map of technology, trade, and power. The Philippine Mines and Geosciences Bureau, with international partners, announced what may be one of the world's largest untapped reserves. Rare earths aren't truly rare, but finding them in high enough concentrations to mine profitably is unusual. The Philippine find in a remote mountainous region is one of those rare exceptions. For years, experts warned that a concentrated supply chain could disrupt countless technologies. The Philippines now offers a new, significant source outside traditional suppliers, providing a buffer against geopolitical tensions. Countries in North America, Europe, and Asia are watching closely, eager to secure their own supply lines. The world is watching the Philippines, now thrust into the center of a high-stakes game. Can the country develop these resources responsibly? How will this impact its economy and people? The answers will shape the next chapter of global industrial and political strategy. The potential for a major shift is now very real. Rare earth elements, or REs, are 17 metals essential to modern technology. They're not actually rare, but concentrated deposits are hard to find, and even harder to process. Their chemical similarity makes separation complex and expensive, limiting production to a few global locations. These elements are the secret ingredients in everything from electric vehicle motors and wind turbines to smartphones and missile guidance systems. Neodymium and praseodymium power magnets. Lanthanum is key for camera lenses. Europium and terbium light up our screens. Rare earths are the backbone of 21st century tech and national security. Demand is surging as the world shifts to green energy and electrification. Every electric car and wind turbine needs rare earth magnets, and innovation in electronics depends on them. This soaring demand exposes vulnerabilities in the supply chain, sparking a global search for new sources. Major economies like the US, EU, Japan, and South Korea rely on imports, making them strategically vulnerable. Any disruption could halt production and stifle innovation. That's why the Philippine discovery is a matter of global strategic importance. It's not just commercial, it's about national security and the future of technology. The August 2025 report confirmed an estimated 30 million metric tons of rare earth oxides in Luzon's Sierra Madre Mountains. This instantly places the Philippines among the world's top rare earth holders. The deposit is rich in neodymium and dysprosium, critical for high-performance magnets in EVs and defense tech. The discovery resulted from years of exploration using advanced imaging and drilling. Favorable geology means extraction could be efficient and less environmentally damaging. Notably, the deposit contains a high concentration of heavy rare earths like dysprosium and terbium, which are scarcer and more valuable. Heavy rare earths are vital for high-temperature magnets in electric vehicles and military applications. The Philippine deposit could diversify global access to these critical minerals. Manila has designated the area a strategic mineral reservation, seeking international partners and committing to strict environmental standards. Developing this resource will require massive investment and advanced technology. The challenge is immense, but so is the potential reward. The world is watching as the Philippines steps onto the global stage. To grasp the magnitude, consider this. Before the Philippine find, global rare earth reserves were about 120 million metric tons. Adding 30 million from the Philippines is a 25% jump, an enormous shift. This elevates the Philippines from a minor player to a potential superpower in rare earths. China leads with 44 million tons, but the Philippines' new reserves would place it second globally. For countries seeking to diversify supply, this is a game changer. The Philippine deposit is especially rich in the most sought-after magnet metals, neodymium, praseodymium, dysprosium, and terbium. While China's reserves are often richer in less valuable light rare earths, the Philippines' high concentration of magnet metals makes it strategically vital. This discovery will force companies and governments to redraw their resource maps and rethink supply strategies. Automakers, electronics firms, and defense contractors will all be watching closely. The Philippines is now a central feature on the global rare earth map. Old supply routes must be reconsidered. The balance of power in rare earths is shifting. The Philippines has long been rich in minerals, copper, gold, nickel, but mining has faced setbacks. Environmental disasters, policy shifts, and social opposition led to a decline in investment. The 1995 Mining Act aimed to attract foreign investment but met resistance and regulatory uncertainty. Recent years have seen a renewed push to revitalize mining, with the government lifting moratoriums and streamlining regulations. The rare earth discovery comes at a pivotal moment, offering a chance to build a modern, responsible mining industry. Success will require balancing economic gains with environmental protection and social responsibility. Transparent governance and community engagement are essential. The rare earth find is a test of the Philippines' ability to manage its wealth sustainably. The economic impact could be transformative. If developed, rare earths could become a top export, generating billions in revenue and boosting GDP. Thousands of jobs would be created, especially in underdeveloped regions. Local businesses would benefit, spreading prosperity throughout the economy. By investing in processing and refining, the Philippines could capture more value and attract high-tech manufacturing. Realizing these benefits requires careful planning, investment, and a skilled workforce. The government must ensure a fair share of profits and invest in education and infrastructure. Managed wisely, this could be a once-in-a-generation opportunity to reshape the nation's future. For years, China has dominated rare earth mining and processing, controlling over 60% of mining and nearly 90% of refining. The Philippine discovery offers the first credible, large-scale alternative for countries seeking to reduce dependence on a single supplier. For the US, Japan, and the EU, this is a strategic lifeline for their tech and manufacturing industries. Expect a surge of diplomatic and commercial activity as nations seek partnerships with Manila. The impact will be felt most in green industries, electric vehicles, and wind turbines, where demand for rare earth magnets is exploding. The Philippine deposit is perfectly suited to meet this demand, offering more competitive pricing and a resilient supply chain. This could accelerate the global shift to clean energy and reduce the risk of supply disruptions. Building the necessary infrastructure will take years, but the market dynamics are already changing. Companies will factor this new source into their long-term plans. The era of a single dominant player may be ending. A more balanced, secure rare earth market is on the horizon. The Philippine rare earth discovery is a geopolitical event, not just an economic one. Control over critical resources is central to global power, and rare earths are at the top of the list. The Philippines is now a key player, with decisions that will shape international relations, especially in the Indo-Pacific. The US and allies will likely offer investment, technical support, and security guarantees to secure access. This strengthens alliance networks and friend-shoring strategies. China, the current market leader, will watch closely, possibly seeking partnerships or using market power to influence prices. The Philippines gains leverage but also faces new risks, caught between competing global powers. Manila must navigate these pressures to maintain strategic autonomy. The country can negotiate favorable terms but must avoid becoming a pawn in a larger game. Its ability to balance opportunity and risk will test its diplomacy and statecraft. The world is watching how the Philippines will wield its new influence. The stakes have never been higher. The confirmation of a world-class rare earth deposit in the Philippines is a pivotal moment. These elements power everything from green energy to national defense. The Luzon discovery could reshape global supply, increasing reserves by 25% and offering a real alternative to concentrated supply chains. For the Philippines, it's a chance for economic transformation, jobs, revenue, and a leap up the value chain. But it's also a test of governance. Can the country manage this wealth responsibly and sustainably? On the world stage, the Philippines is now a strategic player, courted by global powers. The decisions made in Manila will ripple across economies and alliances. The path from discovery to production is long and challenging. Success will require political will, expertise, and international cooperation. The world is watching to see if this discovery will fulfill its promise. A new era for the Philippines and the global rare earth market may be about to begin.